Hi everyone, it's the Comic Fan Man here coming at you with another video. And in today's video, once again, we're going to take a look at a vintage McFarlane Toys Spawn figure. And this one is from Spawn, the Dark Ages. This is the Mandarin Spawn. He's referred to as Mandarin Spawn, the Scarlet Edge. And this figure, this was one of the figures that I definitely know. This one was definitely designed by one of the Four Horsemen designers of figures. Four Horsemen from Mythic Legions and He-Man 2000X. This was one of their figure designs. And this figure, I believe also, this is from 1999, and this one was one of McFarlane Toys' award-winning figures. To the point where he has redone this in the modern line, but that modern version doesn't even hold a candle to this. Although he updated all the articulation, the art aesthetic is on this. The new one is really poorly executed compared to this one. So yeah, we have him here from 1999. So he's 25 years old. Holy cow. He's been in his plastic prison for 25 years. Time to bust him out and see what we got. All right, so here he is from 1999. The Mandarin Spawn from McFarlane Toys. And, you know, McFarlane Toys has re-released this figure several times. He pretty much releases it like every 5 to 6 years or so, because I know there's like four or five different versions of it. And the newer ones he did upgrade all of the articulation points on the newer ones. So they have all of the modern McFarlane Toys articulation points. However, as you can see, the paint job that they did on this figure, oh my goodness, has never been replicated since. And I'm so glad to have gotten this. And this was a figure that was definitely designed by one of the Four Horsemen. I know, like, this figure, I think it won some kind of award in 1999 for like a figure of the year. And one of the Four Horsemen, I forgot his name, but his initials are E.T. And he did, this is a E and a T. And he also did it somewhere else. Oh, here it is on the head. See, there's an E and a T. So he put his signature on this figure. And as you can see, it's amazing work that they did on this. Before we go into that, let's take a look at his accessories. He comes with several accessories here. All of them are functional. So here he has two blades that you put together through here. And it just makes one long, like, Thanos-styled blade. Really great. Look at the size of that thing. That's crazy. But look at the handle. Like, all the detail that they did on the handle is amazing. Really love that. So that's the first thing, is this ginormous blade. And then he comes with a little holster that has two swords attached to it. Right? Two NECA styled swords. But these NECA style swords are not just decorations. Look, they come out. They're complete weapons of their own. There are two different NECAs in here. There's a shorter one and a longer one. And yeah, and two sheaths that they slide into. And even the sheaths, they have little ornate details at the bottoms of them. Fantastic work. And now let's take a look at the shield. Oh my goodness, look at all of this. The painting, the detail, the wash, the beautiful metallic colors on here. All the little details on this tiny little face there. That's amazing, amazing paint work that's done on this. It's got these eyes there. Really fantastic looking. And the shield just clips on with these. You got to be careful with this. This is a really stiff plastic, so I can definitely see this breaking. But look at that. That's amazing. Fantastic, fantastic work. And now let's take a look at the figure himself, the Mandarin Spawn. I showed you the little details that had the artist's signature, but let's take a look at the face sculpt here. Look at this face sculpt. That's crazy. Look at all of that detail work that's on there. Even this tiny little head that's in the center of the forehead, they painted out the eyes and the little ornate crown on top of its head. The back of his head is really cool. And on the back too, like this little plate is painted. The back is amazing. Look at this. On the newer versions of this figure, none of the back is painted. It's literally just like, I think this might be the only color on the back of the new figures. It's pretty wild that they didn't even try to paint the back anymore. But look at this. The color tone here kind of shows that this burgundy here is that's his flesh, because the rest of it is the same color as his armor. He has one articulated hinge here. The arms do move up and down. Same on this side. But on this one, the articulation joint goes side to side. Look at this dragon face right here. That's really crazy. In the newer version, he does have an articulation point here, so you can spin him. He doesn't have it here. But look at all of these little masks. Even this tiny one. All of them have paint detail on it. That is stunning, stunning work. And when you lift up the kilt, you can see he's got little dragons on his knees, little demon masks. That's cool. Look at all of this sculpting. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing what they did. And again, this was back then, I think it was like 10 to 12 bucks, something like that. But stunning, stunning, stunning. The plastic, I will say, the plastic is definitely, you know, the plastic that McFarlane Toys used back then. It was definitely like a hard, brittle plastic. So these figures could definitely break easy. But, you know, you weren't really meant to play with these. These are just kind of like posed out statues. And, you know, that's why, like, the beauty of it, like, really kind of is what they focused on. They didn't really focus very much on articulation. They just did aesthetic beauty. And for me, that's just kind of my thing. I love aesthetic beauty. I will take form over function on figures 9 times out of 10 if the price point is good. I don't like to see like statue figures that are all of a sudden they're charging you $50, $60 for. It's like, bro, relax. You can't even do anything with them. Chill. All right, let's put his weaponry on and see what it looks like. All right, so here he is with all of his weaponry on. And as you can see, really, really cool. He had a little slit on this side that fit the blade holsters, and I try to put the shield on the skinniest part of his arm so it doesn't have too much tension on it, because again, the plastic is brittle. I don't want to break it. But look at that. What a stunning, stunning figure from head to toe, front to back. All of this amazing work done on this figure way back in 1999. Amazing, amazing figure. Really, really love it. And if I recall, this was one of the big major figures of the year for that year, 1999. And this was also one of the figures that kind of brought attention to those designers of the designers called the Four Horsemen that went on to He-Man 2000X, and also did and then they opened up their own thing and started doing Mythic Legions. But amazing, amazing work. And taking off the shield here, the nice thing about this arm position, it's really kind of cool because it makes it look like he's resting his arm like on his swords, like a samurai would. Really, really cool. And this arm just kind of goes like that, and you can straighten it out. Really nice. But I think it's better for him to hold the sword in this position. Amazing, amazing figure. All right, let's put him up with some other guys. All right, here he is with NECA's Ezio Auditore. And as you can see, he is taller than the average 7-inch figure. He does stand at about the 8-inch mark. I didn't realize he was that much taller than my 7-inch figures. But yeah, he's very tall, he's very lanky. And as you can see, as I've said before, NECA is the only company in present day that really kind of comes close to what McFarlane Toys used to do back in the day at a nice customer-friendly price point. NECA normally doesn't charge like $50, $60 for their figures. They're normally in the anywhere from like $28 to like $35 range. And yeah, their paint work, their apps, their sculpt, all very similar to what McFarlane used to do back then. So really, as far as retail figures, these are the only ones that kind of can go with this guy. And here is Castle Grayskull being defended by the two largest Spawn figures in the McFarlane Toys collection that I have. And yeah, again, as you can see, the paint, the sculpting, what more can be said? This was an amazing, amazing time for McFarlane Toys, and I'm glad to have this back in my collection. Here he is alongside my custom-made Wukong, my Black Myth Wukong that I made with the Fire Prince Zuko body. And as you can see, you know, trying to keep an Asian warrior theme here, and it looks really, really good. They go really, really well together. Really enjoying having these classic McFarlane figures back in my life, because they are, I forgot how beautiful a lot of the work was back then, and this is just really, really hooking me back in to the world of McFarlane Toys. And here he is alongside my Maestro Union and Frazetta Girls figures, Blade Master Wang and Princess Tigra. And as you can see, he is just as tall as Blade Master Wang, if not a little taller because of the points. But as far as the actual head sizes, they stand at about the same position, and he's definitely a little bit over 8 inches. So yeah, they look really good. And again, you know, sticking with that theme of just a Asian fantasy warrior, I think this works out really well. Looks fantastic. I love it, love it, love it. All right, so if you enjoyed this look at the figure of the year from 1999, the Mandarin Spawn, and if you feel that I've earned it, please give me a like and subscribe, and I will look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye now.